Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. I'm going to do another ammo review for y'all today. Before we get into that though, please do me a huge favor. Subscribe if you haven't, like, share, comment. The algorithm isn't really helping us out right now, so I need you guys to put in the work and do all that good stuff for me. Anyways, let's get into the video. This is PPU, 7mm Mauser soft point, 139 grain. I'm going to read off the specs and then get into my thoughts, what applications I think it's good for, and so off. I recently acquired a 7mm Mauser. You can probably see it right there. So like I said, it's 139 grain soft point. I'm gonna be looking off to my left, by the way, for my notes, so excuse me. Great ammo. I've had nothing but good things to say about PPU from all the different guns. I've had ammunition chambered for it. The BC for this particular projectile is .398, so that's pretty good. Nothing I wouldn't expect out of a 7mm, but definitely a good BC for a 100-year-old gun or so. The muzzle velocity, so the velocity of the bullet leaving the barrel, 2660. At 100 yards, it's 2440, 200, 2230, and 300, 2030. So definitely it's moving, very fast. And let's move into the energy. So at the muzzle, it's carrying 2184 foot-pounds of energy, 100 yards, 1836. Definitely a significant drop there. We'll get into that. 200, 1533, and 300, 1270. So drop at distance, at least, is the stuff the website says. It only gives me data out to 300 yards. 100, it's straight line is what they say. 200, drop of 4.4 inches, and 300, 15.8. Shouldn't be a problem, especially if you have one of these with an optic on it, especially one of the modern Mauser Sporters, like their commercial guns instead of the Mauser. You can get adapters to put a scope on that as well, and they do have the roller coaster sights. So for a visual representation of what this round looks like, it is brass cased, boxer primed, sealed, so you don't have to worry about the stuff like you do with surplus ammunition, reloadable, and it's 139 grain soft point. So what are soft points good for? Well, my hunters out there know they're great hunting rounds. They are also good for plinking, especially if you're gonna be shooting at like AR-500 targets and don't want to ding up your targets too bad. That's definitely something good to have in mind. I love using soft point ammunition like this for whitetail deer. I hunted deer my early part of life, so from the time I was about 9 to 17 with a 30-30 soft point ammunition like this. Great stuff. I think this is very practical application, especially a sporter like this, like an old Mauser rifle, for deer hunting. Say you don't want to put a scope on, like a great 200 yard in deer gun. Get good with the sights, learn how to shoot it. We're gonna see how accurate this one is. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But definitely a good 200 yard in tree stand gun, or like a blind gun if you're going to be using the iron sights. As you can see, there is significant drop in not only velocity, foot-pounds of energy, but also just like this thing basically starts falling significantly like a flipping bowling ball out of the sky past 200 yards. So from 200, you've got a drop of 4.4 inches at 300, 15.8 inches. That's quite a bit. The roller coaster sights and good marksmanship can help mitigate that, but definitely don't outshoot what you're comfortable with. If you're proficient out to 200 yards and not further, don't take a further shot. But for mule deer, I'd say this is pretty good. I'm living out west now, so I might have to take this out. I'm thinking about getting an adapter for a scope. But 7mm is very good, very high BC, very flat shooting. Can this round be taken out far past 300 yards? 100%. Even with the just bare iron sights, you get good behind the rifle, you become comfortable, you get training, and it can be done. I've seen these things be shot all the way out to 600-700 yards, even more. So what are my thoughts on PPU? I have used this ammo extensively. I have a 8mm Mauser that I get ammo for from these guys. I have a 6.5 Carcano that I have ammo for. I've had nothing but good things to say. I'm a bigger fan of their soft point ammo. I think it's very good, inexpensive hunting ammo for the price. That's something good about PPU too. It's been somewhat spotty with some of the calibers. Getting here lately with the whole thing going on in the East. I'm not gonna say the name because YouTube, right? So PPU is definitely a great thing. Very inexpensive. I paid like 30 bucks for this box from a good friend of mine up in Montana, actually. He shipped this down. So big thanks to him. But yeah, definitely 7mm. It's essentially the classic version of the 270 or like the 28 Mauser. It's got a nominal bullet diameter of like 284, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But for those of you who hunt elk and you might want to use 7mm Mauser, I'm not too proficient with that. I've actually never hunted elk. I've hunted whitetail my entire life, and that's about it for like larger games. So my mule deer hunters and elk hunters, let me know. Is this something that you would find practical? I know elk being as big as they are, you definitely want something that can get through all that muscle and bone structure. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please do all that stuff for me. Helps us out in the algorithm. The algorithm is really pooping on us lately, so I need you guys to help us out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.